Hello, Orchard. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's having a lovely day. A lovely Sunday. I was about to say Saturday because it feels like a Saturday to me because I'm off tomorrow because it's Canadian Thanksgiving. Barley Smart, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Orchard. Hello, everyone. How's it going? I just realized my Vaporeon blanket isn't on my body properly, and that will bother me. So we're just gonna make it a little too big. That works. We're just gonna make it a tiny bit too large. Hello, everyone. How's it going? How are we doing? I hope everyone's having a lovely day. And, yeah, I'm excited to get into things. I'm rambling already. That's good. So, gist of what we're doing. Let me go over that first. For those who don't know, I am a part of a lovely event known as Pokemon for Palestine, which is run by some really awesome people, run by Paladin, Bree, Gun Paladin, as you might know her as. Awesome Creation, Politichu, some very, very lovely beans have created this big Pokemon for Palestine event, which is exactly what it sounds. It is Pokemon content, and not Pokemon content. It doesn't all have to be Pokemon content, but that's like the big thought behind it. So it is all raising money for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. So to help people in Palestine dealing with the genocide against their people. So it's for a really good cause. I'm going to be doing all sorts of Pokemon content throughout the next month and a half because it goes till November 30th. So I'm going to be doing all sorts of stuff. Most notably, after this, I will be starting a Pokemon crowd control Nuzlocke, in which all the funds that I get from crowd control, I'm going to give to charity. So that's going to be crazy. But tons of fun as well. I'm still figuring out exactly how to do that, but that'll be really, really fun. I have a few more things that I'm cooking up. I just need to figure them out exactly. But we are kicking off today with a great big VTuber / streamer / some people submitted OCs Pokemon type ranking. Also, hello Pikmin, hello Death, hello Inky Doodle. I hope you're all doing very, very well. But we have all the Pokemon types here. We have 38 lovely VTubers / streamers who submitted PNGs. I should actually be smart and have their info pulled up because I don't have that. So I'm gonna pull up everyone's info that they submitted into my little thing because that'll help me out a lot in sorting people. I don't know why I didn't already have that pulled up. So we have it pulled up now, so we can go back to it between it and the tier list. But I'm really excited! It's gonna be really, really fun. I love doing stuff like this. I have only done this in particular once before, but I've on many occasions done the like VTubers and to D&D classes and stuff. This one I've only done once before, but this one was really fun too, especially because I'm extra and I like to come up with little Pokédex entries for everyone. So we're gonna try and do that too, as we're sorting everyone. Recovering from midterm fatigue, but you got a near perfect score! Oh, hell yeah! Good for you! That's awesome! Love that for you. I'm still waiting to get, like, assignments back. And yeah, Worm! There's some very lovely folks who submitted PNGs. We got some Mythical Menagerie friendlies, which is my stream team. We got some... Oh, I forgot to make it so that the images are all... Hang on. No crop. There we go. I want to see everyone's full bodies. Beautiful bodies. I know Hannah's on here, Darmo's on here, Death's on here, Inky Doodle, I know you're on here. Lots of people submitted their PNGs. So we're gonna sort people into types. The way I like to do this is I try and give everyone 2 types unless I think another type really doesn't suit them. But, so you get sorted into whatever your primary typing is. But, usually I try and give everyone 2 types. And then I try and come up with a cute little like Pokédex entry. Which, speaking of, I should actually pull up just a notepad so we could have... okay. So, I have so much shit. I think I have an idea and I don't fully think it through, but I'm going to pull up a little notepad. Here, I can make it so y'all can see the notepad. Window capture. It's just gonna be a little notepad. Just a little notepad. I don't know where to put it. We'll just pull it up as needed, really. But for now, we don't need it, so we'll put it away. So yeah, let's get into it. And also, because I haven't gone over it, I do have milestones for donations. I'm not expecting to get 500 today, oh god no. But, just throughout this entire event, my goal is 500. If that doesn't happen, it is what it is. 300 was my original goal, but then I decided to make it spicy and make it more. So, any donations do help because it's all going towards Palestine, which is a great cause. But let me go through my milestones before we go into this. So, at $50, I will just do a new randomized Pokemon Nuzlocke playthrough. I'm going to specifically have a poll going in my Discord to decide what game that will be for. Should we get there? I'm gonna have 4 options. Right now I'm thinking those options are gonna be Ultra Sun, Omega Ruby, Black 2 or White 2, and then maybe like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So, there will be options. Then at $100, I do a Pokemon Evolved playthrough, which is a fan game ROM hack. I think it's a ROM hack, not a fan game. But it's of Pokemon Fire Red, made by like Point Crow's team, that gives every single Pokemon in that game, like every final evolution, like 5 more Evos. Like they can become so many freaking things. It's something that I've been wanting to check out for a while, and Death, don't make me vomit. I have thoughts. I don't like, okay. I don't like Johto as a region. Gold and Silver are fine games. I don't like replaying anything older than Gen 3. That's just a personal bias. Gen 3 was really like my gen. That's when like my Pokemon love like really blossomed. So I don't want to do anything older. But I will get to that. At $300, I do believe the milestone for that. I'm gonna have to double check because I can't remember it off the top of my head because I am pro streamer who remembers her stuff all the time. Oh yeah, at or at 200, it would be a Pokemon plushie tier list, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Specifically, Snug Cinder and I have talked about doing it together, so I might rope him into that. But that would be really, really fun. I don't even know. There's so many plushies, so... Well, I don't know how much I'll limit that, but we'll see. 300 will be a redo of my Pokemon Sleep Lock of Pokemon Crystal Clear, which is an open-world crystal ROM hack. Which I really, really love. I tried to Nuzlocke in one sitting a while back. I'd never finished it, so I just got 2 EPs. So we'll try that again. Then, at $400 would be a Pokemon Plush Lock, which is specifically a Nuzlocke where I only use Pokemon I have plushies of, which is a surprising amount of varied mons. I think I have altogether like 30 different plushies. There'd be a decent mix of types, a lot of grass types for sure, but a lot of the starters. But either way, that's something that I've been wanting to try for a while too. I think Jules, the Wombat lover, was the one who first mentioned the idea of that to me, and I've been wanting to do it since. And then at $500, because I'm crazy, that would have me do a Nuzlocke of every single region on stream. Not a Genlock. I'm not interested in doing the Genlock, but it would be a Nuzlocke of every single region, and I'm not allowed to use repeat Pokemon. So, like, if I used Charizard in Red and Blue, then I can't use Charizard again later, sort of thing. Because that's a challenge I've been wanting to try for a while, and I would like to try it on the stream. But that's also crazy, because that's a lot of games to play. So I'd be promising a lot. I think it would be worth it, though. I think it'd be really fun. Okay. I've rambled for long enough. Let's get into this. You're playing Goblin Cleanup and got the Druid Staff? Hell yeah. I need to play more Goblin Cleanup. What a fun game. Okay, let's dive into it. I think it's probably easiest to go in the order that I have here, just because that's where everyone's information is. So, we'll go in order of this. So we kick it off with Worm! A shape-shifting, creature-loving, stuffing-filled dragon living in a world made of fabric and magic, who is constantly surrounded by little worms on strings. Worm is so cute. I love Worm's design so much. There's Worm. Worm's design is just, like, very cozy and adorable. Here, maybe I'll zoom out just a little bit, that way it's easier to see. Oops. There. So, Worm's design is very, very cute. Obviously, first thoughts, dragon. I mean, literally, worm. Spelt like the draconic worm. My immediate thought is, like, dragon fairy. Like, it's, Worm's designed to be very, like, padded, stuffing-filled dragon. Like a stuffed dragon. Which, honestly, would be a really cool Pokemon concept. Like, just a plush dragon. I know we have Beware, which is a little plush bear, but I think a plush dragon would be really cute. I'd have a plush dragon Pokemon on my team, personally. Worms or dragons. Yeah, no, it makes the most sense. The question is it a dragon primary or a fairy primary? Probably dragon primary. I could see this being like the pseudo-legendary. Isn't that almost Altaria? I mean, Altaria's fairy dragon in the fact that, like... Yeah, I mean, I guess. Fluffy dragon. But Altaria's fluffy in a different way. I want, like, a plush fluffy. That could also just be a normal type, I guess. But Worm's design in particular just screams fairy to me. Because, I don't know, it's cliche, but like pink Pokemon are fairy types. That's kind of the general consensus. Fluffy on the outside, not on the inside. Yeah, like, Altaria's fluffy on the outside, but I want one that's fluffy on the inside. I want, like, you squeeze it, and it's like a cute little fluffy feeling. I don't know. I think dragon primary typing makes the most sense as a cute little, like... Well, I can see this being, like, the pseudo-legendary. Fairy Dragon would be a hell of a good typing, too. Like, Altaria gets that for Mega Altaria, but normal Altaria is still just, like, flying dragon. Is there any Fairy Dragon? Aside from Mega Altaria? Is there? I'm, like, racking my brain. I can't think of one. Yeah, like, there's very much the, like, plush aspect of it. So, okay. Now we pull up my little thing here. So we got Worm. The Patchwork Pokemon! I think that's a cute name. Because I could see, like, I don't know, there being, like, little patches on the body. There's, like, the arms that are sewn. The Patchwork Pokemon. What? A dragon / fairy type. Now I gotta come up with flavor text. That's the tricky part. This Pokemon... Native fabric and magic. Who is constantly surrounded by little worms on strings. You could have, like, this big plush dragon. And then there's, like, all sorts of mini... Like, the little worms on the strings are the like, pre-evolutions, obviously. So it's, like... I like the idea that anytime, like, a stitch is opened, the little strings create these little worms. Wait, okay, this is actually turning into a really cute concept in my brain. Imagine, like, a little yarn worm Pokemon. Oh my god, that'd be so cute. Dominic, hello! I tell you, but if you want to tell me about an indie game, I'm not going to be opposed. But, an indie game I've been playing a lot of lately, ever since I played it on stream the other day, is My Card is Better Than Your Card, which is a very cozy, like, deck builder roguelike, and I don't usually like deck builder games, but in this one, you very much get to create your own deck, and, like, design the cards and customize it how you want. It's not... There is, like, an element of RNG to it, and just, like, hoping you pull the right cards. But it's all cards that you yourself create. So it's a lot more, like, strategy to it that I really, really like, personally. Have I tried Afterplace? I don't know what that is, so please tell me that. This Pokemon tends to live in secluded forests, tending to weaker Pokemon with their unique fabric. This Pokemon tends to be followed around by its pre-evolution. The Yarnworm. Oh, okay, wait, I'm changing this slightly. When this Pokemon rips a stitch, it spawns more of its pre-evolutions. The Yerms. After Place was developed by a single guy, simple commands, you are isekai'd into a strange, in-between world and need to figure out what's going on. Lots and lots of good dialogue, humor, and character routes with multiple endings. Ooh, hell yeah. I'll have to check that out. Steam Next Fest is this week, and I'm so excited. I have tomorrow off. And while my main priority for the day is getting voting forms for the Shitty Small VTuber Awards together, which, if you don't know what that is, all the information for it you can find right there, and you should nominate if you haven't, because today's the last day in which to do so. But tomorrow's goal is getting those voting forms together, but I'm also really hoping to stream some Next Fest demos. You forgot if you nominated? I'd have to look into the forums to check if you did. I mean, if you did, I just wouldn't count it again. It's that simple. Like... Alright. Worm is done. I'll leave some space in between so I can do the next one. Okay. Paladin Bree! One of the amazing creators of the Pokemon for Palestine event. Super lovely. Bree is such a sweetheart. I'm sorry, I'm eating chocolate. So if you hear me chomping, that's what that is. I apologize if that's just a sound you don't like. The sound of someone eating. Okay. I'm Brian, the elf paladin with a gun, who took an oath to go adventuring and to raise funds for those in need. Oh, we love alt text. Art depicts an elf with bob-length white hair that turns people towards the tips. That turns purple towards the tips. Green eyes and red lips, golden armor with silver accents, brown straps, and a red skirt that splits into 3 panels for movement. Fingerless gloves are on the hand and the nails are painted. Gold and purple rifle is slung over the shoulder. There's a stained glass window in the background. Absolutely gorgeous design. Absolutely love. Very, very pretty. Okay. Paladin makes me immediately think steel type. Especially because of the armor, because of the gun. That's kind of like a big part of it. Anonymous! Thank you for the $20! Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now we're up to 30. Woohoo! Okay. Where is, there is. Yeah, steel type, I think, is without a doubt the primary typing. Elves are fae, so that makes me think steel fairy. But like a soldier, kind of paladin, could be a really good steel fighting type as well. No matter what, I think, like, steel is definitely the primary typing. Anyone got any other ideas? Something I love doing with this is opening it up to chat suggestions, because sometimes people think of something that, like, I've never thought of. So if you have, like, ideas in mind for anyone, please let me know. Right now I'm leaning towards steel fighting. But steel fairy types are neat, so I like steel fairy as a typing. What? Not breed. Bree. Is there just a paladin Pokemon? You would think Palafin is that, but I think Palafin is specifically the hero Pokemon. Bree, the paladin Pokemon. A steel and fighting type. This elf paladin with a gun who took an oath to go adventuring and to raise funds for those in need. Charcadets Evos? What about them? What about Charcadets Evos? They're fire psychic and fire ghost. I don't think either one of them are the paladin Pokemon. I can never remember the, like, subsex. No, but, like, every Pokemon has in the Pokédex, like, you know, like, Pikachu, the mouse Pokemon, sort of thing. That's what I want people to, like, feel when they read these out. It's like Worm, the patchwork Pokemon, a dragon and fairy type. When this Pokemon rips a stitch, it spawns more of its pre-evolutions, the Yerms. Like, I want people to read it as if they're Dexter from the Pokemon anime. That's Ash's Pokédex. Steel fighting type. This Pokemon can't stand seeing others suffer and vows to protect those who can't protect themselves. From harm. Very nice. Alright. Who's next? It's Chash! It's Chash! Chashy! We love Chash. Oh, fuck. This is something I do, like, all the time. I usually shout people out as I'm like, going through them. Just as, like, a, hey, check this awesome person out. I've been totally forgetting to do that, so we're gonna do that now. So I'm a little bit behind in that, but we will catch up. We just might have to wait for, you know, I love the name Yerm. It goes from Y to W. I mean, I picture the Yerm being the first stage, personally. Like, what I'm picturing is kind of a little yarn worm. And then it goes into, like a little, like, round ball of yarn with wings. And then it becomes worm. That's what I'm picturing. I wish I was a better artist. I'd love to, like, actually design these. That would be my dream. Okay. While we're waiting to shout people out again. It's Chesh! Chesh is one of my lovely friends from the Mythical Menagerie. Hi, Apple friend. I am Chesh of Zombie Cheshire Productions. I'm a disabled, non-binary artist, crafter, and streamer. I enjoy silly memes, a good fantasy novel, watching people play horror games, but not playing them myself, mood, and goth fashion of various natures. Chesh is so pretty. I love Chesh. Chesh is so lovely. We adore Chesh here. Chesh is such a sweetheart. Make sure we're shouting everyone out. I want all of these lovely beans to get follows. Okay. Where is Chesh? Chesh is here. Okay. I mean, the goth aesthetic makes me think dark. For sure. There's also kind of the, like, eldritch horror demon and cat aesthetics to go off of, which is very, like, I don't know, just very spooky vibes. Demons, of course, like, dark types are an easy kind of association there. So dark type is probably the primary typing. It's just such a cute little eldritch monstrosity, you know? Just adorable. The Plague Doctor mask makes me want to give poison as a secondary typing. Because Chesh has this, like, Plague Doctor kind of look, too. Yeah, the purple really, like, points towards that, too. I love Chesh's tattoos. Oh my god. So pretty. Just obsessed. I'm obsessed with people. Everyone's attractive. Or I'm just gay. It could be either one. Or both. Yeah, dark poison could be kind of interesting. I kind of love the idea of, like, the eyes glow because of, like, toxic radiation. Because the eyes on, like, the actual... Are all my friends hot and cool? Or am I just gay? Or both? My everyday struggle. I just think everyone's attractive. But the eyes, like, glow with this kind of radiation. And I feel like we could use that. Here, we're sharing our queer emotes. It's hard to see in the actual emote itself, but the rainbow does say, I'm pan. Yeah, it's always... I remember reading that and being like, oh, Umbreon as a poison type is actually kind of interesting. I mean, I like Umbreon as a dark type, but... Chesh, the Eldritch Pokemon. A dark poison type. The glowing eyes that it possesses are said to be due to toxic radiation. From its mischievous antics. Just to throw a little bit of the dark type part in there too. Fucking... oh. There we go. My whole design is an idea that Trashy had during Pride Month, so I'm always gay. I mean, I'm always gay, but it's nothing to do with my design. I saw my siblings this weekend because it's Canadian Thanksgiving, which, happy Canadian Thanksgiving to anyone who is also from Canada. So I saw my siblings, and, like, I always forget how fucking gay we all are until we're all together. Like, my parents really did just luck out and get all queer children. None of us are straight. It's wonderful. Also, just a reminder, we are fundraising for Palestine. An additional $20 will get me to the first milestone, which will have me start up a new randomized Nuzlocke of something. So, super exciting. And also just like, again, money's going towards a good cause. Always worth it. Hannah Dracon! Which, oh my gosh, what a gorgeous model. Like, holy heck. What a beautiful model. The antlers, the tail, the gorgeous, like... Happy day after National Coming Out Day? Oh, I didn't even realize yesterday was National Coming Out Day. One day I too will be from Canada. It's certainly nicer than where you're living. Okay. Hannah is where? Hannah, there. Hannah Dracon's VTuber model. She has green hair, green clothes, and a long dragon tail. Yeah, the dragon tail was pretty obvious to me. But, yeah, like, to be honest, I was about to say, and Inky, you kind of took the words from my mouth, like, this design screams grass to me. Like, this is a grass primary typing, 100%. I think grass dragon, easy. Because, like, there's the flowers, there's the leaf dress, the gorgeous leaf sleeves. Oh, I'm obsessed! Hey guys, if you didn't know, I run a Blue Sky where I just talk about people's models and how gorgeous they are. So, if you didn't know that, now you do, and you should submit yourself or submit your friends. Because I love any excuse to just shout people out and praise them and talk about how great they are. That's something that I really genuinely value in this community, being able to do that. That's a Mega Evolution. It does look very like Mega Evolution. Yeah, the scale pattern on the tights. I think it's just that so many Mega Evolutions have horns. That, like, I don't know, something about when I see horns that screams Mega Evolution for me. And then, like, Mega Sceptile has a giant tail. But, yeah, I think grass primary typing, but dragon secondary typing for sure. We need to, like... There we go. Hannah. The... What do we call this? The... I want to give everyone a subtitle. Kind of love, like, the Emerald Dragon Pokemon. Or just the Emerald Pokemon. Everyone get yourself a friend like Apple. If you feel bad about yourself, she'll make you feel like you are the coolest person on the planet. Aw, Dad. You too, bestie. You're good for that. Could also be like the grass worm, or like trying to think of other words for dragon that aren't just worm. Like and my brain is just blanking for whatever reason. I'm literally looking at all the dragons that I have next to me, being like, give me inspiration, y'all. And it's not happening. Apple really is a delight to know, and a point of pride to be able to call her my friend. Aw, Darmo. You guys are gonna make me cry. Don't do that. Grass wyvern. I like the idea of something with the word emerald. The, like, emerald... For now, I'm just gonna write Emerald Dragon. I'm hoping I can come up with something better. Pokemon. A grass dragon type. This Pokemon lives in lives deep in the forest. Stories of its beauty are passed along trainers, though few are lucky enough to glimpse its I used the word beauty. I don't want to use the word beauty again. Though few are lucky enough to glimpse its few are lucky enough to see it in person. Let's just go with that for now. All of these Pokédex entries are subject to change. I might, like, if I come up with something better before I post them, then I do that. That is what it is. Alright. Oh. Hannah is a nature guardian. She was trapped in a tree for centuries and finally is free to experience the world. Yeah, nature guardian, kind of living deep in the forest. That makes sense to me. Drink! Drink your vegetable! A half cat, half dragon. Can breathe sparkly pink fire and fly. I mean, okay. State straight out, half cat, half dragon. Cats are tricky. Cats can be a lot of different things. Dragons are pretty obviously dragons. Specifically mentions the fact that, like, spits fire and fly. An anthro-furry type of character that is a cat and dragon mix. So many dragons. I know what I attract. Legit, I have so many dragon VTuber friends. Or like kobold VTuber friends. Arcnon's a dragon, Cinder's a dragon, Yumi's a dragon. Suit's a kobold. Nan's a kobold, Krista's a kobold, Val's a kobold. Bucket's a kobold. Jing is a former kobold! Yeah, fire is kind of what I was thinking. I kind of love the idea of this, like, Pokemon that's specifically, like, the fire is kind of pink. Just because, like, everything is pink. And pink is cute, so, like, why not, you know? They want to make us all kobolds, you say? They want to make us all kobolds? I don't think... Hang on. They want to make us all kobolds? They want to make us all kobolds? Do they? They want to make everyone kobolds? Why isn't this working? Hang on. I'm fucking things up. Hang on. There's a bit here. There we go! Now I'm a kobold! Mwahaha! I love kobolds, though. Kobolds are cool. Alright. Can you be a mecha kobold? I would love to see a mecha kobold. That'd be sick. Like a robot kobold? That'd be dope. Okay. I think let's go with fire. Fire dragon. A lot of dragons. It's the Cobalcalypse. Yeah, which, I'm not gonna lie, a little messed up considering it's Gobtober. If anything, everyone should be goblins right now. I was thinking about this earlier today. I don't know if I've seen a single Gobtober art. And that makes me really upset, because my feed is usually filled with Gobtober art. In October. But I think just a lot of the artists I know are, like, not doing Gobtober this year, and I'm kind of upset about it. I'm like, I miss seeing goblins. Also, I myself have gotten a lot of really amazing fan art in the past from Gobtober. Like, that's not the reason why I want people to do it. I want to see art, just in general. I like to see other goblins. It makes me happy. Okay. Drink. Yeah, NSFW artists I've been seeing doing it, but not... Like, I have a lot of artist friends that usually participate in Gobtober that aren't this year. And I'm like, oh, I get it, but at the same time, that kind of makes me sad. I look forward to that. Drink the Wait, this is just a cute name. The Whisker Worm! I just thought of that, and that's too cute not to use. A Whisker Worm? He'll go goblin mode soon enough. You got a box of dark chocolate for period pain for your birthday. I love, like, foods that make people go goblin mode. All sweets make me go goblin mode. Okay, drink the Whisker Word Pokemon. A fire dragon type. This feline conic feline is known around lands for its distinct pink fire breath and incredibly soft fur. Just as something else kind of cute. Like, look at that tail! You can't tell me that tail's not super soft. I shouted out drink, yes? I did. Okay, good. Just want to make sure I'm getting everyone. Next! Cubics! A Minecraft YouTuber and VTuber. I think, yeah, Cubics does post stuff on Twitch on occasion. I think. Just gotta make sure I get the channel right. Whoops. There's like underscores, but I don't know how many. I think it's just 2. I'm trying to like, there we go. There's Cubics. A Minecraft YouTuber and VTuber. I love grinding on my modded forever world and participating in all sorts of events and collabs. Very blocky. I love object heads. Same. I didn't realize there was like such a big group of VTubers that are just like specifically TV heads or like other things in that regard. I love it anytime I see it personally. Okay, something like this makes me think just like a normal type, which I know is boring. But like it's pretty, it's designed to be pretty basic. However, like grinding on my modded forever world, yeah, like this art is what's interesting to me. Because it seems there's something in there. And that's interesting to me. There seems to be like kind of a Doulahan-esque to it. And a little bit of a robotic aesthetic. Doulahans are also so sick to me. The fact that we haven't had like a Doulahan Pokemon is kind of crazy to me. Normal Ghost could be kind of cool. Give it like the Hisuian Zora and Zoroark treatment. Sick designs, by the way. God, I really hope Legend ZA gives us designs like that. Which, by the way, I need to know, who's all planning on checking out Legends EA? I probably will eventually, but I'm not in any rush to buy it soon, and this is like the first Pokemon game I feel that way for, and I don't like it. I don't like that I don't feel my usual Pokemon hype. But I want to know who's planning on checking out ZA. Because I'd love to talk to other people about it and know their opinions once the game comes out. I do like Normal Ghost. I think I'm gonna go with that. Cubics. Well, pretty obvious cube Pokemon. I'm not going to get the game for various reasons. Same. Yeah, no. I get that, Darmo. The game was announced for the Switch, so I'm confident at the very least it'll be okay. I think it'll be probably better optimized on the Switch too, because that's how a Scarlet and Violet is, so I'd be surprised if ZA wasn't the same way. But yeah, like, Game Freak has done a lot of things lately that I just feel really, like, iffy about. And I don't know, like, I was already not super hyped when they said that they'd be doing, like, a more real-time combat system, because I really like turn-based combat. And then I actually, like, saw footage of the real-time combat, and it's like, oh, so there's just cooldowns, and it seems as though the most ideal strat is just to spam the moves. Like, once their cooldowns are done. So it's not even, like, fun real-time combat. It's just Pokemon Unite move spamming. Like, yeah, I think I'm gonna use the money that I was going to spend on Legends EA to get Digimon Storytime Stranger, which is a game I'm also looking forward to, and was looking forward to. You would think out of the two I'd be more interested in Pokemon, and it feels a little sacrilegious that I'm not. Cubics, the cube Pokemon. A normal, whoops, it would help if I could type. Ghost type. This Pokemon has the ability to remove its head. Though trainers often warn that the horrors within are similar to that of what lies under Mimikyu's costume. I want to see how it goes. I've been wanting real-time combat for a while to pull some of the stuff they can do in the anime, but I know it won't be in depth. Yeah, if it played more like how it does in the anime, I think I wouldn't mind, but like, I don't know, from what I've seen, the combat has really not interested me. I haven't seen a lot because obviously, like, the game isn't out yet, so I want to wait till the game is out and, like, get people's opinions, see more footage myself before I buy it. Yeah, I can't get behind how they block getting the starter megas behind ranked. Yeah, no, I agree. I like competitive Pokemon, but I don't like competitive Pokemon in terms of, like, I'd actually play it, you know? Like, I like watching competitive Pokemon content, and, like, I did the VTuber Pokemon League when that was a thing. But yeah, I don't like competitive Pokemon much either. Grass types are resistant to electric attacks because they're grounded, but if you knock them into the air, they take regular damage. Type stuff would be cool, but I don't trust Game Freak to pull that off. Yeah, like, I like competitive Pokemon in the way of, like, yeah, if someone were to be like, hey, you wanna fight me competitively? I'd do that. I'm glad that does seem to be a general consensus, though. Like, the majority of people I've talked to have been like, yep, I was hyped for it, but I'm likely not gonna buy it. I really hope that the numbers of people who buy it reflect that. I really, really hope that's the case. It sounds shitty, but I don't want the game to do well. I want Game Freak to do better. Because they should have been doing better for a while now, and yeah. I don't know. It's disappointing, but it is what it is. My glasses are so dirty. Hang on. Gotta clean them. Alright. Yeah, Game Freak needs to get a kick in the ass for once. Because, seriously, like... It's Poppy! Poppy is one of the other people who, have done a lot behind Pokemon for Palestine. Hi, I'm Poppy, magical girl bunny. Astronomy and astrology are my origin, and everything about me is either influenced by or direct reference to celestial bodies or phenomena you can find within the depths of the universe. So psychic, obviously. Psychic without a doubt. There's clear space inspiration. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with these, like, hooves. Hooves? What am I talking about? The feet? And, like, the paws. Oh my god. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, the eyes are like this, really terrifying, but up close, like, super cute. Paws is the word I was looking for, Tarmo, okay? Don't make fun of me. Or do. I won't stop you. But Hoppy Grippers. Yeah, Psychic without a doubt. Psychic Fairy would be an easy one. Yeah, because of Magical Girl inspiration. Why Psychic Normal? I guess there's kind of the rodent. Oh, if this is what, like, the early rodent was, like, if it was a sick psychic bunny, I'd love that. Animals are generally normal, that's true. Not always, but... Okay, well, psychic easy. The secondary typing is where we're just trying to figure it out. Also, Magical Girl goes from a normal girl to a magical girl. I love magical girls. Yeah, moon hair would be so cool! I could also see an argument for, like, flying. Not in the traditional sense, but there's, like, the little clouds and kind of the little head wings. I honestly kind of love the idea of, like, the ears do kind of a thing that, like, Tails from Sonic's, like, Tails do, where it's, like, the ears kind of flap around and turn into, like, a way to fly. Minior, you mean? Minior is flying. Minior is flying rock. I love Minior. Minior is not a good Pokemon, like stats-wise, but I love Minior. My Pokemon Sun and Moon team was such ass because I just used the mons I really like. It's from space, so it kind of makes sense. Poppy. What can we call this? The Moon Bunny is what I was also thinking. Oh, have I shouted out Poppy yet? I don't think I have. Poppy Pollo, I do believe is the name. Yes. Pollo! God, I should play more Kirby. I always love Kirby games when I do play them. Pollo! Wait. Guys, sorry. Hang on. Everything's fine. Don't worry. I think I might have scratched my eye. Like, right near my eye. Well, my eye was really bothering me this morning. I couldn't figure out why. So I kept putting, like, eye drops in. And now I'm, like, feeling near my eyelid. And I'm like, I think I have a scratch. Like, right below my eyelid. It's not on my eye. It's, like, right below. It doesn't hurt. But I'm feeling there. I just went to rub my eye. Because I felt like I had something in it. And I'm like, I think there's a little scratch. Eyes, you need those. Yeah, no, I'll be fine. My eyes have suffered way worse. When I was, in another province for my sister's wedding, I had an allergy attack that affected my eyes so bad that, like, specifically, part of my sister's wedding was a big hike. Like, a big hike with everyone who was, like, part of it. It was a very small wedding. It was, like, 30 people or something. So we all went on this big hike. And, yeah, like, I had such a bad allergy attack to the point where, like, my eye was, like, not swelling, but, like, it was hurting so bad I literally couldn't keep it open. Yeah, that was fun. It's all good, I'm fine. Back to Pokemon. The Moon Bunny Pokemon. A psychic? I kind of like the idea of flying, y'all. I kind of like the idea of, like, the clouds and the big ears being like wings. I think that's really cool. Or it could just be like levitating. Like, not the actual levitate ability, because that's kind of useless on a flying type, but like, I don't understand why some of the Pokemon who are literally levitating aren't flying types. I guess technically that's floating and not flying, but same shit. Using the cars, oh my god, the ears on its head is able to fly into the air. Usually trying to fly its way back to their home in the cosmos. Nice. Okay. It's Jing! We love Jing! We love Jing! We love Jing! We love everyone here. But Jing's another mythical menagerie friend. Hi Bapple, my name is Jing. I'm a silly pebble librarian, variety streamer, and general TTRPG goober. I love bad jokes, creating in many forms, writing, drawing, smithing, painting, and sculpting. Okay, Library of Jing. Anything with horns just makes me think like dragon, but I don't want to do dragon again. Jing specifically a librarian. Silly pebble librarian, which is interesting. My brain is going rock psychic. Yeah. Rock Psychic, I think, would be really good. Rock Psychic. Chibi drawing of Jing by Riff the Bit, who is floating with both legs fully extended and her arms down and out at her sides. Broad smile on her face as she looks to the distance at the right side of the frame. A rock type would be neat. We don't have a rock type yet. Not that I care about getting, like, diverse types too much, but... I almost accidentally pressed the end stream button just because I was trying to close something that popped up. I didn't! That's the good thing. Yeah, I think let's go Rock Psychic for Jing. Can my... There we go. It's like, it was not wanting to open again. Just ignore all my, like, AP worlds I have open from me doing archipelago stuff. My sly AP worlds. I'm trying to get those working. Okay. Jing! The librarian Pokemon. A rock. A psychic type. This Pokemon works diligently. I don't know how to spell diligent, apparently. Diligently to protect the world's lore and literature. Now where does the rock portion come in? Could be like that the library or like the collection of the world's lore is like buried under the surface of the earth. We're buried deep under the surface of the earth. It's Serenity! Another mythical menagerie, lovely. We love Serenity. I'm pretty sure I already know what Serenity is gonna be. Hi, Apple! I'm Serenity Nightwolf, a white wolf goddess VTuber. I'm also Cherokee, and I love my heritage. It shows in the tattoos. We are stealing Jing's treasures when we are digging underground. I mean... maybe. I love to hang out with my friends and family when I'm able to. I love streaming a lot. I play all sorts of games like Baldur's Gate 3 to Digimon story games. I love Serenity's design. Serenity is so gorgeous. This is specifically the design that I used for the tier list, which is immediate ice type. Like Winter Wolf, White Wolf. Hi, Saluna! Thank you, I will hydrate. Also, guys, just a reminder, $20 gets us to our first milestone, which has me start a brand new Pokemon Nuzlocke playthrough, a randomized one. Also, just, again, the money goes towards Palestine, so it's going towards a great cause. So, donate, 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 please. Alright. But, yeah, like, Serenity's design. Absolutely. Like, ice type for sure. The secondary typing is the tricky part. It would help if I typed Serenity's name correctly. We love Serenity. Ice for sure. White Wolf Goddess. So Goddess makes me think like kind of celestial. So I could see like fairy or psychic maybe? A lot of the wolves are dark types, but I don't think that suits Serenity. The kind of like more battle-esque form here could be like a neat ice and fighting type. I love the idea of, like a battle animation of Serenity attacking and the tattoos just, like, glowing. This gorgeous, like, icy blue. Ugh! I love. A monotype ice. Can't think of any secondary typing for them. Yeah, I'm struggling to think of a secondary typing. The only thing I can really think of is maybe fighting. Especially because the name of, like, Night Wolf. Because it's night with a K. But, like, mono ice could work quite well, to be honest. I do try and think of secondary typings, but sometimes people just don't like suit secondary typing, and that's fine. I know a lot of people, like, I've submitted myself for similar things like this, and people have said I'm just a grass type. And it's like, that's fair. I am a goblin druid after all. My hair is literally vines, I won't be offended if I'm just pure grass. Also grass type, best type, so you know. There's that too. My bias is grass types. Serenity. The winter... Honestly, just the winter Pokemon. And ice type. This wolf goddess. Gotta think. This wolf goddess. Whoops. I became tiny. I don't want to do that. This wolf goddess. Wolf goddess lives in the coldest regions. Protecting the ones she holds. I've been using, like, they for everyone. They... but it's wolf goddess. This could be a femme only. She holds dear with a... with a wolf's ferocity. Alright. It's Trix! Man, we're just getting like a bunch of mythical menagerie beans in a row. Trixie Faye! I think typings are fairly obvious for Trix. I'm Trix. I'm a treasure hunter fae who's on a quest to find a very particular artifact. I like weird/cursed things like Furbies. I'm obsessed with sweets, especially anything cotton candy or birthday cake flavored. I got lost all the time, even with a map mood. And my chat likes to bully me. Trix is very much a fairy type. That much is a given. Rock is my easy secondary typing because Trix is very much like, has kind of a gem motif. searching for gems, searching for artifacts. There is something to be said for ground for that too, I guess. But rock fairy is what kind of calls to me. Fairy for sure. Fairy without a doubt. I thought rock is archaeology. Yeah, rock makes sense. I think fairy's probably the primary typing, but rock fairy, or fairy rock is what I would go with. The treasure hunter Pokemon. Fairy rock type. This Pokemon is constantly has their nose to the ground, trying to find the rarest of gems and artifacts. Sometimes finding themselves lost in the process. A little bit of a dig at Trix there. I love Trix though. Trix is such a sweetheart. A playful dig, not a mean dig. LK Corvus, whose Twitch name I'm not sure of, so I'm gonna quickly go find that out. Dig. Ha! Pun intended. Alright. Trickster God, Chaos. Flying Dark is what's, like, immediately apparent to me, because Trickster God, that rings out dark type in my mind. Very, like, mischievous, you know, tricky. The wings give me, like, big flying type vibes. Yeah, like, I don't know what else to say, really. I do really like the little, like, pins on the bandana. I think that's really cute. Also, like, the skull lining and the single, like, almost more angelic looking sleeve. That's so cool. I don't know if I want to do primary dark or primary flying. Also, I just find it very funny how we had Trix and now we have Trixie. I think that's humorous. What are we thinking? Dark primary? Flying primary? I realize there's still the ad, so you guys won't answer me for a little bit. You probably can't even hear me unless you have subbed. I'll wait a little bit. Hello a little bit and ask everyone. Okay, there we go. Do we do dark primary typing or flying primary typing? Most flying types have a different primary typing, which I actually kind of hate. I wish more flying types had the flying primary typing. There's a few now, but there was only like Tornadus. You hear all of Apple's random ramblings. You hear every bit of it. But like, a trickster dark type makes sense to me. Just the wings give me kind of like bird. Like a Murkrow kind of situation. We don't have a primary flying type, so I might go with that. Flying dark type. This trickster constantly is pulling pranks and causing chaos for those around it. Be wary of never mind. Is constantly pulling pranks and causing chaos for those around it. Actually, no. I am gonna type what I was going to type. Be wary to let your guard down around a trickster. Alright. Doing good. We're about halfway. Yeah, not bad. We're making decent time. Ribs! Pretty sure I know the answer for this, is it's like 2 I can think of. But hell yeah, supporting Palestine. Ribs the Goblin! I'm obsessed with Ribs' design. I gotta say, Ribs' design is so heckin' sick to me. I love Ribs' design. Ribs got this super sick, like, metal-looking aesthetic with, like, lots of spikes and dark colors. Dark and steel are the first typings that come to mind. I could see an argument for maybe, like, Metal AF design, yeah. Ribs' design is so cool. Maybe, like, electric? If we lean into, like, the heavy metal aspect of things. But steel and dark is what my brain was first saying. I don't know. If we lean into, like, a rock star kind of aesthetic, then Ribs could be an electric type. But Ribs is specifically, like, a biker. So that makes me think steel type as a primary. Steel and dark type. That's what I'm going with. We have 2 in the same category now. 2 steel types. Also, our second dark type, technically. Ribs. The heavy metal Pokemon. Or we could do the biker Pokemon. A steel dark type. This Pokemon is never seen without its motorcycle to accompany it. What I'm imagining is like, what are they called? The, like, Starmobiles and Scarlet and Violet. Something like that, but as a motorbike. Like, where, like, there's a little bit of confusion of whether the Pokemon is the goblin-like thing riding on it or the bike itself. Leading to confusion on whether the Pokemon is the creature riding or the bike itself. Alright. Next up. Musy! Musy art! Very, very cute design. Absolutely adorable. Big, big fan. I need to figure out a Twitch name. Should have done this beforehand. Yeah, okay, just Musy art. Most people have Twitch names that are the same as their Blue Sky, but if you're like me and your name is taken on every platform but Twitch, you gotta have different names. This is such a cute design. Oh my god, I love it. I'm that weird blue cat person, and I'm so curious what Pokemon I'd be. I love the little bone tree. That's cute. They, them, 21. Ghost normal? Yeah, the little ghosts here. Enjoys snacks and catnips. Oh, sleepy kitty. Definitely got that cat aesthetic. I like the idea of, like this kind of undead cat that doesn't know it's undead. Like, is a ghost type, but it doesn't know that it's a ghost type, sort of thing. Like, yeah, all cats can phase through walls, right? That's natural. Right? Right, everyone? All cats do that. Right? Both of my cats would do that. Lucky would absolutely go through the wall if we let him. Muse. The cryptid cat Pokemon. What's specifically the definition of a cryptid? Do I have the right meaning of the word there? An animal or other being whose existence is disputed or unsubstantiated by science. Yeah, I feel like that's accurate. A ghost normal type. This Pokemon behaves much as a standard feline Pokemon would. with the notable exception that it doesn't seem to realize that most other cats can't walk through walls. You gotta have a nice mix of, like, jokey ones and more serious ones. I think that just makes it more fun, personally. But if Lucky could go through walls, he absolutely would. The way he would, like, constantly run in and out of rooms. But he wouldn't be able to knock shit over anymore if he phased through everything, so maybe that would be good. Alright. Next up. Nona! Nona Row! I'm Nona, a slime girl alien, fascinated by food, games, puzzles, and politics. Oh, what a cute design! Oh, I love! Adorable. There we go. There is, like, the little planets, which feels like, and also just alien. Makes me think psychic, but specifically slime alien. Lucky would live behind your TV if he could. We got a new TV, finally. Ours, the HDMI broke, which is kind of a big problem, because that's the main reason we used it. So we got a new TV. It was a free one that my parents gave me, because they just had an extra TV that they weren't using. And so we picked it up this weekend, and it's a lot smaller than our last one, and Lucky already is like, I can't go behind this one nicely. What the heck? Okay. Slime makes me think either water or poison. It could go either way. I'm not really getting venomous from this design. I'm getting more just kind of sticky and wet. So I'm leaning more towards water. Like, water psychic. Because slime alien. And we don't have a water type yet, which honestly feels kind of crazy. Water! It's a very cute design. Nona! The slimy alien Pokemon. E-water. Psychic type. This said fascinated by food, games, puzzles, and politics. This Pokemon tends to leave dribbles of slime behind it as it excitedly bounds from place to place to learn more about human customs and life. There we go! Yo! Bree! Paladin Bree, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. I hope you had a good stream. How was your stream? What were you up to today? Let me shout you out. I did earlier, actually, so I don't know if it'll let me. I shouted you out because we did you in the sorting. Okay, good. The cooldown is done. Where do we put you? You were... you're a steel type. Steel fighting, I think specifically is what we decided. Yeah, steel fighting type. I wrote up little Pokédex entries for everyone, which I'll post after I'm done. You finished Legends Arceus! Nice! Well, welcome on in, Raiders. If you don't know me, my name is Appleseed. I'm your friendly neighborhood plant goblin druid. I play a lot of comfy, cozy games. I do a lot of indie game content. I do a lot of games nostalgic to me, like Pokemon. I talk about D&D music from theater way too much, but more than anything, I just like to have a comfy, cozy time where we can relax and de-stress from the craziness of life together. And we are currently in the midst of a big sorting VTubers slash streamers slash some people's OCs into Pokemon types. We have done about half of our list already, and we are currently also a part of Pokemon for Palestine, which I'm sure coming from Gun Paladin's streams, you know all about that, but just in case, for whatever reason you don't, it's a great big charity event where lots of different streamers are doing Pokemon-themed content, or not Pokemon-themed content, but that was the idea, I'm pretty sure. Raising money for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. So I'm part of that. This is my kickoff for it. We've already raised $30. We are $20 away from my first milestone, which is to start a brand new randomized Pokemon Nuzlocke. So if you want to be a part of that, we only need $20 more. And it's all going towards Palestine, which of course, the tragedy and genocide that's happening there is something that's very near and dear to my heart, and I know a lot of others. And just doing what we can to help people out and help really anyone just get support and stay safe and protected is a worthy cause in my opinion, so yeah! Okay. Back to sorting. Where were we? Yes, Nona. We just finished, Nona. Nona Row. It's Death! Death, my wonderful friend, my bestie. Death is one of the sweetest individuals. I now love this frickin' bitch. Death also specifically requested, let's see how creative you can get when I say something besides ghost type, please. So, as a challenge, I know about you, you're fine. As a challenge, we cannot use ghost type. Now, I know Death pretty well. I know that Death's an edgy loser. I say that with affection. So dark, I think, could also work. But that also feels a little too easy. This specific design has a lot of fairy inspiration. Like, the flowers very much scream, like, whimsy fairy to me. Especially, like, because there's kind of the little, almost like, dust. The fairy dust. So it's very whimsical, very cute. Fairy ground. Ooh. Fairy ground could be interesting, especially with, like, the idea of being buried. Dark grass. Dark grass I could also see. It's the truth. I'm an edgy bitch. Okay. I kind of like the idea of doing something fairy. Fairy something. Fairy ground is kind of intriguing to me. Can you explain your thought process behind that, Dharma? If you don't mind me calling you out. You don't have to, of course, but... Stab bone rush? Actually, just for the idea of getting stab bone moves? Stab Boomerang, Bone Rush, Bone Club. Actually? Okay. Hang on. I think the fairy type is the primary there. But it does make sense. Like, Cubone is almost exclusively bones and is just pure ground. So, like, it would make sense for a skeleton. Maybe ground fairy instead, actually. I'm switching things. Look at that! We made you not a ghost type. It's just easy to do when you're also the Grim Reaper. Death. The boner Pokemon. Oh, the temptation I have to just write that and leave it. I'll come up with something better. The something Pokemon. A ground. Fairy type. While being compiled bones plucked from the ground. This Pokemon has a sense of life. Ironic considering. And whimsy. That is considered odd for its spooky demeanor. Skeleton Pokemon, the renewed Pokemon. The idea behind this is, yes, your name is Death, but you are a skeleton, like, brought back with new vigor. Look, the boner Pokemon is very tempting. It's very tempting. I'm taking everyone else's mildly serious. I've got to take yours serious, too. It's Bro! Broasaurus! God damn it. I can make Death the boner Pokemon if we're all, like... if we're all sold on it. Fuck it. Death is the boner Pokemon. Alright. Bro! I'm the Broasaurus. Or Bro, or Broa, for short. I'm a nerd of many things. I enjoy tokusatsu, play Magic the Gathering, and do a lot of pixel art. I think life is a party, and you can make it one. Okay. I'm the boner Pokemon. I'm the one who bones. I love the idea of you starting out as just like having a pre-evolution that's just like either just the head and then it becomes a full skeleton, or maybe it starts where it's just like the leg bones or something. Okay. Bro is a kaiju. So, like, dragon feels pretty obvious. But Bro has such a good, like, energy. I don't even know what to give Bro, to be honest. The design really only gives dragon. I could see Bro as very much like a... There are the little bits of grass, like the little bits of leaves that give grass a bit, but I could see Bro as like just a pure dragon type, pretty like decently strong, giant / happy typing, yeah. What's the typing for just like a good dude? Like, Bro is so nice. Everyone in our team is nice, but like, I don't know. Bro is one of those people that I feel like actively goes out of his way to just make sure that everyone feels good. You know the skeleton enemy from Utopia? Yeah, okay. For context, hang on. For anyone who doesn't know what that looks like. I've wanted to stream Utopia for so long. I've thought about doing a joke of the mythical menagerie in Utopia, but I think I'd feel bad because I'd have to leave some members out. Okay, so this is your pre-evolution. Death. This is your pre-evolution. Nothing says bro more than fighting. Yeah, I mean, if we're going for, like, traditional, like, bro. All of us are nice as a hobby. Bro has turned it into an art. Legit. All of us are nice people. But bro is, like... Bro is such a lovely bean. This could be a whole stream in and of itself. It's just me spending like 3 hours talking about all the things I love about you guys. I just love my homies so much. Also Hydron's up. Yeah, I think Bro just has to be a straight dragon. Like... It's the most dragon design. It's dragon. I don't know what else to tell you. That's a dragon, alright. You know? Broa. The kaiju Pokemon. A dragon type. Wow. Gigantic in size and mighty in stature. This Pokemon's heart is as large as its being, with a love for all who it meets and are honored to call friend. Yay! We love Bro. Bro's such a sweetheart. It's a Darmo! 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 It's a you! Hi, McDarmo. A simple raccoon that enjoys the simple things, like eating food and screaming and getting into places I probably shouldn't be, but situations that I should be. I'm letting you all decide. I feel like you've submitted your PNG for this in the past when I've done it, and I've just put you as, like, the rodent. Which does track. Like, that does seem very raccoon. But you also have, like... I don't even know if I'd call it a mischief. Oh no, he's hot! I should have a redeem for that. Like a sound whenever I get thirsty. That would actually be really funny. I don't like using sound alerts a lot, but whenever I get thirsty over a character, that'd be a funny one. But you have, like, a mystery about you, Darmo, in the fact that, like, you are consistent in your lore of, like, you just kind of find your way places. And I don't know if that's, like, quite dark type mischievousness, or what exactly it is to me. I could see a dark type. I could also see just pure normal. I could see... I think those are the main two. I could see a ground type too. Little wily bastard. Poison as well, potentially, for trash. Good old trash panda. Oh my god, I played a game. We played a game yesterday, my siblings and I, with my mom. Normal dark type, Thievel is dark, yes. Normal dark is what I'm leaning towards. Normal being the primary, but dark being a secondary is like, yeah, seems like a perfectly normal raccoon, but sort of thing. But I played this game with my family yesterday. I don't remember what the game was actually called, but I think it was called, like, Blank Slate. It was a card game. Hi, Ark! And the whole thing behind it was, like, you're given a word, and there's either a blank before or after the word, and you have to try and, like, say whatever you can think of that comes before or after. We played it a few different ways, but the goal was you wanted to try and match, like, one person, is how we started it. So, like, you only want to match with, like, one person. So, why I'm thinking of this is because one of the words was, like, trash, and then blank. So, like, yeah, you could do, like, trash can. But trash panda was something that was brought up. Have you played the caveman poetry game? Well, there's a game like that called Rhymes with Duck. Oh, that'd be fun. I like word games. I really like word games. Like, I really enjoy games like Scattergories, where, like, I have to come up with words. I'm good at them. So I think that's why I like them. But we played so many different variations of this game. I had the idea of everyone writes their name on a piece of paper, and they have to, like, randomly pick someone's paper. And then it's like, you have to try and match that person. But it's tricky because that person is trying to match another person, and it was fun. Caveman Poetry, I can't remember the name of it, is a game where you describe another word, but you have to use only one-syllable words. Ooh, that'd be fun. My parents are really into word games, too. I want to buy them more. Okay, sorry, I'm getting off track. Darmo, you will be normal dark type. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm leaning towards. Darmo, the Trash Panda Pokemon. A normal dark type. This raccoon Pokemon seems like a standard rodent when you first encounter it. Or when you first, I should say, catch it. But quickly, the facade falls as it gets into all sorts of interesting situations and mischief. As you ponder how exactly it got there. There. I'll look up the game for you then. It comes with a giant inflatable club to bump the person on the head with if they say multi-syllable words. Oh, my parents would love that. Especially for Christmas, I really want to make it a mission to get everyone a board game. Like, even if it's just one that I find at a thrift store. I kind of did that last year, if I just happened to find board games for everyone. It was fun. Alright. We're almost there. Almost. Cinder asunder. A turtle. Very much Koopa. Poetry for Neanderthals, that's the name. Aw, thank you for sending me a link. I appreciate that, because I'm not... I probably would have forgotten about it. So I appreciate it. All 3 iterations of turtle. I specifically grabbed this one, which I find very interesting. Okay, bitch. Don't call me out like this. Lots of belts. The sword is interesting. I'm getting very, like, roguish vibes. Live on Twitch.tv. Yeah, very, like, Kirito vibes. That's a good way of putting it, actually. Okay, well, turtle makes me think water. But if we're factoring in, like, all the iterations, then there is, like, kind of the dry bonesy version as well. So, water dark. Or water ground, as we established earlier. Bones are typically ground. Yeah, that's what Arcanon said too. Very like Kirito. That didn't even occur to me until that was pointed out, but like looking at it, it's like, yeah, no, I can that definitely seems to be some inspiration. Yeah, the Great Tram and the belts. We could also do, like, water fighting. Like a water sword fighter. Or water steel. I don't know, has there been a water steel type? I was talking to my partner about this. How, like... Empoleon, yeah, okay. But how, like... Why hasn't there been, like, a swordfish? Empoleon, the best evolution. Wait. Here's a question. Is there enough Pokemon that end in Eon to make an evolution team that isn't evolutions? There's Empoleon, Lumineon. But, like, why hasn't there been, like, a swordfish Pokemon that's, like, a water steel type? That seems weird to me. Empoleon, Lumineon. Hang on, I need to think. Now I'm cooking. What other Pokemon end in Eon? Charmeleon. I hate that pronunciation of it. I'm never saying that again. Kecleon? Inteleon? Guys, okay, I think we're cooking. I think we're cooking. I think we're making a team. Guys, if you get me, if you get my campaign up to $100, I'll throw that playthrough in for free. Like, that's such a funny idea, actually. Okay, back to what we were actually doing. Water Steel is where my brain is going. And they are the Eon Pokemon. You know, that's fair. That's fair. Rock and Ghost was recommended by Inky Doodle. See, like, Turtle just makes me think water type. I think I'm gonna go primary water with secondary typing being, like, steel. Cinder. I don't want to say the turtle Pokemon because that's certainly been a thing. And I don't want to say the Koopa Pokemon because that steals from another IP. I mean, still Nintendo owned. Yeah, that's true. There have been. A water steel type. The Troopa! I like that, actually. The Troopa Pokemon. Armored Shell, that's also good. This Pokemon is this Pokemon wanders the lands as an adventurer. It is difficult to track down and even trickier to catch. All right. Ah! What did I do? I did a thing. I pressed a button. I didn't mean to. What did I do? What did I do? I fucked up. Hang on. I'm getting back. Ah! I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Now I can't go back to my things. Oh my god. Jesus. I pressed a button and everything, like, freaked out. Did that pop up on stream, too? I accidentally pressed a button. Did it fuck everything up on stream? Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, you didn't see anything good. Everything's fine. I didn't do anything. Don't worry about it. Drazov, it's you! I believe we're familiar with each other. We indeed are. I, of course, am a powerful wizard and a humble servant to those in power. Not in any way planning on world domination. No, never. Picture of Drazhov Eldshawk, wearing his layered robes of black, maroon, and gold. The golden manticore mantle is wrapped around him. Manticore's head sitting on his shoulder. Holds a glowing blue orb in one hand. Okay, immediate thoughts are like psychic dark, of like powerful magic user but sinister motives. The very least, I think psychic needs to be part of it because of like kind of the magic usage. One could argue that's also fairy, but I mean, there has been sinister fairy types. Fairy dark could be kind of interesting, too. I find that fairy types tend to be a bit more cemented in, like, fantasy. So fairy could work. It seems like an odd choice, but, like, I'm justifying it in my own brain. At the very least, I think dark is one of the typings. Whether it's psychic dark or fairy dark is what I'm not sure of. And I think the dark's the secondary typing, because I feel like it's more hidden. It's more like secret sinister. What are we thinking? Psychic dark or fairy dark, chat? What are we leaning towards? Drazhov, the wizard. Psychic? That makes sense. Psychic does track. Wait. Did I accidentally move ribs down to psychic? I must have accidentally somehow. That's not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be in steel. The wizard Pokemon. The psychic dark type. This powerful, well, powerful special attacker in the Pokemon universe. With great psychic capabilities. However, its sinister intentions often lead to trainers serving as its servant rather than it following the will of their trainer. There we go. Okay. Love it. Hell yeah. I'll post these all once the stream is done. I don't know if I made that clear, but... Inky! Inky Doodle! Ah! I became tiny. I gotta point out, I'm obsessed with designs that are just, like, a cute doodle. That's one of my favorite design tropes for VTubers. I find it adorable every single time. I'll be sure to tune in. My Sona's a ram tune that can squash and take damage, so long as it's in the name of comedy a la Roger Rabbit style. God, I haven't seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit in so long. That's you! I honestly kind of love the idea of, like, you either being a pure normal type or, like normal fighting, and you just kind of, like, stretch your body and, like, flatten like a pancake. It's such a cute design. Oh my god. I can't be sleepy. Not till I get through everyone. Then I can sleep. Ah, Blue Rapids! Thank you for the biddy. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a great day. Why is my alert thing so small? Why do I feel like that's gotten really tiny? But Toonie Pokemon be fairy? Yeah, that's true! Very, like, whimsical. Why does my alert box feel so much smaller than it normally is? Fixing it. There we go. Could be like a normal fairy type. Of just kind of goofy and whimsical. The design is very simplistic, which I honestly love. I love a good, simple, cute design. Ooh, normal types. There we go. If you want further lore, they originally were a single ink blot that shaped themselves over time from whatever I was drawn around them. Yeah, so I do kind of like the idea, like, you kind of have a Ditto thing going. A little bit. So I think the normal typing kind of works for that. Specifically for the more cartoonish aspects, I do like normal fairy. Inky. The Toon Pokemon. Let's go with that. A normal, whoops, fairy type. A silly and shape-shifting, whoops, mon that bends its body to ridiculous proportions to solve problems and fight foes. All right. Kinda, yeah. Made me want to rewatch Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I don't know if I've seen that movie since I was a kid, and I feel like I'd enjoy it more as an adult. Crab Jail! Such a cute design. I love, love, love. The amount of times, even just this stream, that I've nearly started to type raid instead of shout out. It's like, I don't want to raid. Yeah, Crab Jail! This is such a cute design. Though I have an idea of where you'll put me. I mean, crab makes me think water, of course. But, like, this design is so cutesy, and it makes me feel very, like, fairy. It's very, like, whimsical. The stars make me think also psychic a little bit. Yo, Drazov! Thank you for $10! We only need $10 more to reach our first milestone, which is a brand new randomized Nuzlocke playthrough. I'm a sucker for dot pattern clothes. Same. I don't know if any of y'all remember, like OG Animal Crossing on the GameCube, but, like, when you booted the game up and, like, went to your inventory, if you went to, like, the bottom of your inventory, you had the option to put a shirt in, like, the background of the inventory screen and get, like, a polka dot shirt. The polka dot shirt was so cute. You get the vibe of fairy normal or pure fairy. Yeah, I don't know Crab Jail's lore. I did ask people to send me info, but sometimes they don't do that, and that's fine. I don't begrudge anyone for it. There is a little crab. little crab there. So fairy water is what I'm kind of leaning towards, because there is, like, the crab theme. Fairy water is what I'm thinking. I am getting very much fairy inspo. No bugs or electric or poison types so far. Nothing primary, those at least. Well, there hasn't been any electrics or bugs at all. Crab Jail. There's tons of band-aids. I feel like we could do something with that in the lore. The Klutz Pokemon. I kind of like the idea of Crab Jail having, like, the Klutz ability, but it actually gets good. Because Klutz normally is just you can't hold items, which sucks. So, like, maybe it's you can't hold items, but in that you get a boost to, like, I don't know, a specific stat or something. Fairy water type. This Pokemon constantly falls. I've got this. Trying to Pokemon constantly falls and gets pinched. Trying to catch Krabby from rivers and streams. Hence the band-aids on the arms. There we go. Okay, we got 2 and 1 here. I know Calyx has started streaming. I'm not sure if Sunshine Fox streams. I think she does every now and then. Alright, so we got Calyx and Sunshine Fox. 2 lovely partners, both absolute sweethearts. We love them both. So let's do Calyx first. A goblin wedding wearing a red cap, a short beard, green jacket and sweater, brown pants and tattered cuffs, bare feet, and a tuft tail. I kind of want them to have the same typing. I think that would be kind of cute. Like if we could lump them together. Goblin with large fluffy ears, large round glasses, long blonde hair with several braids, yellow top, torn jorts, a foxtail, and one fox leg. Like, they both kind of have, like, a little bit of beast inspo. Sunshine definitely more specifically. But also I hydrated. Thank you, Q Cosmic. But they both kind of have, like, a little bit of beast inspiration. Both goblins, which can be considered fae to some. So we could do fairy. Could be like fairy normal types. These kind of like goblins with beast-like features. I think I kind of like that idea of both of them being like fairy normal. I love how they're just like perfect beside each other. It just looks cute. Calyx and Sunshine. The love gob. Pokemon. Fairy / normal types. These two Pokemon are inseparable. Both embracing a love of the wilds and other Pokemon to live alongside. Okay. Adora goes burr! Another one of Pokemon for Palestine's lovely members. There we go. I'm a fandom-loving, neurodivergent 39-year-old gamer who goes around being way too loud, mood, playing games, mood, and getting embarrassed way too easily, mood. Here to hopefully help all the baby neurodivergents find a place for themselves. Aw, that's a cute design! I love that! Just genuinely, like, a sweetheart. Like, just a sweetie pie. There's nothing about this that's screaming to me anything aside from just, like, a cutie. Like, a sweetheart. I don't know what type to go. Cutie, psychic type. Why psychic? Just wants to keep everyone safe. Protect all the other neurodivergents. Such a sweetheart. Because neurodivergents are massive, big brain, powerful. True. I might be biased. I'm thinking just fairy. Like, just a pure fairy type. Just a little cutie. Just a little cutie pie. The neurodivergent Pokemon. A fairy type. This Pokemon is often seen surrounded by others, trying to help the younger and what's the right wording here? The younger Pokemon find their place in the world. Just a sweetie. Just a sweetheart. Alright. Next! Persephone Nova. A goddess VTuber. I shouted that out. Why didn't that work? Oh, there's... Whoopsie. There. I had to type it with another... I was like, this didn't shout out anyone. What are you talking about? But there was another underscore that I forgot about. This is a very pretty design. I love the roses. The roses and like the little trim. And also Cerberus, we love. Kind of gives me like grass dark. Because it's got very like kind of a... Like I think literally supposed to be Persephone. Like, you know, Queen of the Underworld. Got our own little Cerberus. But the big thing with Persephone is that Persephone, like, ate pomegranates and, like, loved nature. So I think a grass dark type would work really well. My god, I'm too impatient with these shoutouts. I just want to, like, shout people out. I think I'm gonna go with that. I think this one could be more dark primary, with grass as a secondary typing. Persephone, the... The Underqueen Pokemon. A dark grass type. I do like her headpiece doubles as a tiara and expressive eyebrow when she's angry. It is a nice expressive detail. A lover of the forests, often called away to rule over the domain of the dead. Ooh, the Retribution. Ooh, I like that. The Retribution Pokemon. It's best not to anger Persephone. Alright. Next up. Creation! Your local personification of the void. I've got multiple forms, and despite existing in nothingness, I find it fun to interact with creations, and occasionally we blend in with them. I mean, this is a pure dark type if I've ever seen one. Literally the void. Like, just nothingness. And entirety. Like, that feels pretty obvious to me. Creation. The void Pokemon. The literal... Oh, whoops. I forgot to write what type. A dark type. The literal embodiment of void incarnate. Void and creation incarnate. This Pokemon functions much like Ditto, blending in with those around to study humanity and interact with them. Definitely can see, like, creation having, like, the imposter ability. Pavlov's Moo Cow! Pavlov is so sweet. Pavlov's so nice. Absolutely love Pavlov. Oops. I think it's just Pavlov's Moo Cow. Oh, just the one. I have to wait. I hate waiting for shoutouts. Pavlov's mom gave birth to Pav in a slaughterhouse, but the slaughterhouse owner's son convinced his dad to let mommy and baby go to an animal sanctuary. Now, Pavlov is a grown-up cow who, in between grazing of course, loves to stream cozy games, RPGs, and simulation management games. Loves to graze, so grass type is an easy answer for me. Honestly, I could see like a grass fairy or grass normal. Just a sweet, sweet cow. Either way, I think grass typing is... Hey! You did! You came here like literally just in time. That's so funny. Oh my god. You have perfect timing. I was just saying, you sound like a grass type because you like to graze. Psychic because of Pavlov's dog. You rang a shout out and there was a reflexive answer. It felt that way, at least. I don't know if that was in response to the shout out or if it was just you happened to get here, like, right at time. For sure, normal type. Spooky, oh my god. Okay, I think, like, grass normal is what I'm leaning towards. Just a lovely cow. No, it was not in response to the shout-out, actually. I just finished working on something. Oh, fair, fair. That's so funny, though. You have, like, perfect timing. Oh my lord. Okay, grass normal. Let's go with that. Pavlov. I mean, the cow Pokemon I think is too easy. The grazing Pokemon. A grass normal type. This cow roams the fields, eating all the grass in sight. And happily chatting up trainers that come near. Moo. 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 I'm just kidding with the last bit, but... Yay! Also, I definitely read Lamau up here as Lamoo! And that's just really funny in my brain, I don't know why. Alright. Kuyu! Kuyu or Cosmic. A witch running a magic cafe and sanctuary in a pocket dimension. Ooh. Now a shape-shifting chimera, I take care of the critters that live in my home and entertain guests to safely farm the positive energy they make to power up my patrons, familiars, Rhea, and Pluto. Interesting. Aye, it's you! Let me shout you out. Like, scrolling. Yeah, we don't have a lot left. We're almost there. Alright. Witch running a magic cafe and sanctuary in a pocket dimension. That already gives me, like, psychic vibes. I mean, magic in general. I think psychic is pretty easy. But, like, a pocket dimension specifically? This is such a creative idea. Thank you! My PNG tuber, a black woman with sheep ears, black horn, a black devil tail on a purple background with clouds at the bottom and sides. It's giving psychic for sure. I really like the moon earrings. I think those are really cute. I like this tail too. Psychic was my first thought. Pocket dimension also feels kind of like dimensional shifts is kind of Giratina's thing. So, like, darker ghost I could also see. Shape-shifting chimera. I think psychic has to be a given. But farming the positive energy. So it could be like psychic fairy. Fairy types I feel like are more positive energy, whereas dark types are more like negative energy. Yeah, cafe makes me think fairy, yeah. And sanctuary also makes me feel fairy. Because El Creme. I love El Creme. El Creme is one of my favorite Pokemon designs. I know it's just a cake, but I think that's wonderful. I want a plush El Creme so bad. I don't know if anyone else has had this. Specifically anyone else Canadian. If there's any Canadians watching. But like, I have not ever been able to order a Pokemon plush off the Canadian Pokemon Center website. And it makes me so sad because I would buy so many. Canada is real? Yeah, I know. Crazy. It's Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. Which I said earlier, but happy Thanksgiving to anyone who might have come in now who is also Canadian. But I would buy so many Pokemon plushes! I was so excited when, like, the Pokemon Center in Toronto was announced. Because I'm like, oh, I can finally buy Pokemon plushes! Because I don't want to pay for shipping from America. That's expensive. But I still can't get them! I have to, like, wait till they go on Amazon or buy some off Etsy or just, like, when I go to cons or, like, stores, hope that they have the Pokemon I like. I mean, I own a lot of Pokemon plushes considering, but... Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for Bapple. I'm thankful for you, Darmo. Okay. I think Psychic Fairy, I think, is what people are leaning towards. Yeah, I hope I do too. I would really like to order some. Specifically, they had the Appleton plush that was back in stock a while back. And I was like, I need! I love Appleton. I love Appleton so much. For those who might not know, hang on. Appleton is... Wailord is my favorite Pokemon of all time because I love whales in general. And Wailord's just a big boy and I absolutely adore Wailord. But, like, Appleton is very much like Appleseed's Pokemon. Like, in my canon, Appleseed as a Pokemon trainer would have an Appleton as her ace. Like... Okay. Cosmic. The shapeshifter Pokemon, the witch Pokemon, the Cafe Chimera. That's just cute in my brain. Or just the Chimera Pokemon. A Psychic Fairy type. I want to put more space. This Pokemon harnesses positive energy from those around to send back home. Back into their home dimension. Also, Cosmic, I completely just brushed by it earlier, but the critters are magical animals you've designed. That's so cute. I love that. Death, I'm thankful for you too. This Pokemon takes care of others and harnesses positive energy from those around to send back to their home dimension. Rocky Regeki. Hi, I'm Rocky. That's all the description I got. Rocky is specifically a kami, which I'm not entirely sure what that is. A deity, divinity, spirit, mythology. They're deities. Kami can be elements of the landscape, forces of nature, beings, and the qualities that these beings express, or the spirits of dead people. Fun. Rocky's design in particular has always given me kind of like electric vibes. Also, just Regeki always makes me think of Reijin, who is like the Japanese god of thunder, I think. It also makes me think of the Yu-Gi-Oh move Regeki in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, but I'm not mentally revisiting that. So we could have an electric type for the first time, which would be kind of cool. Also, specifically like a spirit. Or like an ancient ancestor. So we could have like an electric ghost. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, like Rocky has these little electric markings in their bio. So I think I'm gonna go with electric ghost. Rocky the Kami Pokemon. An electric ghost type. Believed to be one of the great ancestors of Pokemon. This Pokemon zips its way across the land. Don't remind me of Forbidden Memories, I still feel the rage. You don't want to revisit it? You don't want to play it again? Don't worry, Death. I'm confident you and I will play games that are worse. That's something I enjoy. I love it when we play games together that are rage-inducing. Trying to bless all those whose paths it comes across. Alright, there we go. Just Nick! Wait, I haven't been shouting people out. Whoopsie, I forgot to shout out Rocky. I'll revisit it when you stream a Souls game. Look, I'm okay with never. There are bad games I want to play that I need you there for. Like, you gotta be there when I play Battle in Wonderworld. Mostly because I'm gonna need someone there to keep me sane. I'm not gonna be sober, but, you know. Yeah, Tiefling! What, Arcnon? What am I, chopped liver? If you want to join too, you can. Anyone who wants to. No, I have a plan to play it. It was a charity award for ages ago. For when I did my, my Trevor Project stream, which was back in June. Oh my god. I've been knowing that one for a bit. To be fair, I've been busy with other charity stuff and other big projects. I'll experience whatever slop you want, Apple, without complaining. Oh my god. How many... I tried to type all the J's. There's so many. Okay, this is one we're gonna need. The socials. Bum, 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 bum. Because it's like, how many J's? I don't intend to do it sober. See, I typed... There's 4 in the Twitch name. 5 views looks like more than 5 views. That's so true. Hey, it's me, Nick. I'm just a chill tiefling gamer with an affinity towards horror. I don't know about any powers or things like that. I just bring immaculate vibes to the function. I mean, tiefling makes me think demon, which makes me think dark type. I should get a group together for Battle from Underworld, though. I should really do that this month. My problem is I constantly get new ideas in my brain. Fire as well, yep. Oh, I love the crosses in the eyes. Yeah, you just cut a hole. Naturally. Could be like a dark fire type, or a fire dark type. Either one. I think let's go fire dark. But I kind of like the idea of like a dark type. Or no, let's just have it be pure fire, but everyone thinks they're a dark type. Like, tieflings tend to get a bad rap, and I think we could play on that. Due to the demonic appearance, this Pokemon is always believed to be a dark type and believed to be far more sinister than they, oh my god, typing, actually are. In actuality, they just want to have fun. Okay. Next up, Professor Lynx. Not actually a professor or a lynx. I'm an alien visitor here to study humanity. I'm also an amateur science communicator and charity VTuber. Very classy. Alien visitor, psychic. Meow. Is that the right one? I feel like I might have shouted out the wrong person. That doesn't look like the right. It is not the right profile. Oopsie. Hate it when that happens, when you accidentally shout out the wrong person. Space Cat trying to get tenure, I dig it. So psychic type, I absolutely see. What is the science aspect? I don't feel like that's psychic, but I don't really know what else it could be. Could be like psychic poison. Kind of like mixing up chemicals. Lucky is knocking shit over. Electric! Yeah, actually that makes sense. A psychic electric type. That's kind of cool too. Science Pokemon. A psychic electric type. Yeah, let's do that. This alien scientist studies humanity in all forms. Yes, I plan to. I plan to respond to everyone's posts with these. Just so people can remember them. It's something cute that I like to do. Either that or I'll just like, I don't know. I'll figure out some way to post them along with the actual like picture. You must let the world know you are a grass normal type. Fair. Trying to figure out what makes us tick and how to perfectly replicate our mannerisms. Okay, only a few more. Nissy! What a neat design. Oh my god. This is another where I just don't know what the Twitch name is. Is there a Twitch? I want to be able to like shout people out. I'm not seeing any Twitch link though. So I do not know. Hang on, y'all. I'm doing some digging. I want to be able to shout people out if I can. Yeah, I'm unfortunately I can't find any sort of, like, if they stream, which they might not, but if they do, I can't find any sort of link, unfortunately. I'm Nissy, a spider who likes bugs / arachnids, plushies, cute things, and MMORPGs. I mean, we might actually have a bug type! We have a bug type, everybody! Huzzah! I thought we might go this entire thing without having a bug, and that honestly would just make me sad. I would like to get something for everyone, but I don't know who's gonna be a poison type. You don't know? You don't know if it's bug? Flying psychic? Poison's the only one that we're missing. Now. Flying psychic? Bitch. A spider who likes bugs / arachnids. Plushies, cute things, and MMORPGs. This is a very cutesy bug design. Like, honestly, this is kind of giving me, like, fairy bug. Of, like, a little bug that collects cute things. Like a little spider that collects cute things in its web. Oh, Barley, apparently you're next. Okay. Missy. The storage spider Pokemon. A spider that collects bugs and other cute critters within its web. And here, I'll change this. And stereotypically cute objects within its web. It's not uncommon to see Nissies with full webs of random cute household objects stolen from humans. There we go. Barley Smart. Hello, I am Barley, a living drawing. Again, I'm obsessed with, like, drawings as VTubers. I just think that's such a fun concept. I love it. It's you! It's a you! A living drawing could easily be just a normal type. I think that's fairly standard. Could also be a fairy, kind of that whimsy, but I don't want to do the same thing. I don't want you and Inky Doodle to be the same typing. I like the way you're stanced up. To be honest, like, the way you're kind of stanced up is giving me fighting vibes. I don't know why. Maybe it's just, like, the bare shoulders and, like, the little hands ready to go. Ready to throw down. Normal type makes sense to me. Could also do like kind of a neat like ghost thing. Like you're a living drawing, which could easily be seen as like possession. Like a possessed walking drawing. Which is just kind of a fun concept. So we could do like a ghost thing. Anyone in chat got ideas? I love the eyes. I love how like fluorescently blue they are. I don't know if they're glowing or if that's just like supposed to be the fun little thing of like, yeah, this is the one part that's colored in, which I love. I kind of like the idea of like little ghost possession. Like a ghost haunting a drawing. Like a ghost normal type. The living drawing Pokemon. A ghost normal type. I'm drawing the two blue cats near each other. Yeah, honestly. Unintentional, but a drawing possessed by a ghost. I think just cats have that energy, you know? Cats have a bit of like a I haven't slept in 20 days feral energy that ghosts, I think, also have. Brought to life. Now causing chaos and scaring those who it's a ghostly way about them. Yeah, which is, it's funny to say that, like, cats kind of have that I haven't slept in 20 years energy, because every cat that I've known sleeps for half of the day. Like, Lucky sleeps for, like, 2/3 of the day. Shark bite! I'm shark femboy. Okay, well, a water type is the obvious. A very clear, like, water type. It does definitely give Sharpedo vibes. I think just sharks in general. Because Sharpedo is a shark. But, like, especially the dark blue and the red kind of gives dark type vibes, the red eyes. But there's, like scars, which makes me think, like, water fighting. Do we have a fighting type? Did I forget to put fighting on the list, actually? Oh my god, I didn't even realize that. I just don't have fighting anywhere on the list. Hang on. How did I not notice that? I've been doing this for like fucking 3.5 hours and I didn't even notice there wasn't fighting on the list? Well, now there is. Maybe I do a fighting primary typing and water as a secondary typing. Is that weird? for something that looks so explicitly like a shark. There's all the scars. Which make me feel very like I'm ready to duel. And then the little like nose bandage too. It's time to duel. Shark bite. The biting Pokemon. We can just go with that. The fighting water type. This Pokemon may seem calm at first, but make it mad. It will bite and slash at you relentlessly. Dominic bites. Ooh, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Oh my god! I need to stop being so sleepy. Okay, Dominic! My brain is a robot body. I think my primary typing is a bit obvious. Curious if you'll pick a secondary one. See, any single time someone gives me a piece of information that makes it pretty clear what one of their typings are, I want to go against the grain and pick something different. I'm like, yeah, okay, you have a robot body, steel would be easy. But, what if? I'm always the same type. You weren't the last time you submitted this. You were not a dragon. I think I specifically put you as, like, electric psychic or something like that. Because you're specifically a blue dragon. Okay. I'm thinking. The galactic pants ring out like psychic. Fembites. I like that. I want those pants. Same. You'll have to get them off me. The glasses and like the swirly look feels very like manic to me. And like very hypnotic, which also is kind of giving me psychic. That avatar is Dominic, but he's a femboy, so the nickname is Fembites since there's another Dominic avatar. Gotcha. Psychic and steel is my thought process. I don't want to do steel, but I think I might. But I'm honestly, like, psychic is the primary typing. I'm thinking. Like, there's lots of hypnotic kind of... galactic inspiration. Bites. Let me look at this again. Psychic Steel I didn't see coming. Like, again, this feels very hypnotic to me. But I don't want to steal, like, Drowsy and Hypno's gimmick, even though no one likes Drowsy and Hypno. Fuck it. Hypnosis. Pokemon. That's not how you spell hypnosis, and I don't know what I was... A Psychic Steel type. I'm the third in their line. That's really an upgrade, I gotta say. And this robotic Pokemon can easily lure others into a false sense of security with its hypnotic glasses. And psychic props. Brainy Morningstar, owner of the other side, the interdimensional bar. Take a seat, enjoy the nebula outside, and let me know what you want to drink. The music should start soon. I love the under part of this jacket. Oh my god. Holy shit. My god. Well, absolutely, like, okay, there's music inspiration, which, for some reason, all the music Pokemon have been, like, either normal types or fairy types. Because we have, like, Chatot, who's a normal type. But then, like Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff are fairy types. But, like, there's a galactic. A galactic bartender. So once again, we're going psychic. A lot of psychic types today. The Galactic Patron Pokemon. Or the Patron Pokemon. We'll just go with that. Oops. My bad. I think just pure Psychic, honestly. This charismatic Mon. Loves to serve others and is often seen listening to a Chatot or Wigglytuff. I'm writing Wigglytuff because Jigglypuff's songs specifically put people to sleep, but Wigglytuff's, I don't know if that's ever been established. Good night, Inky Doodle! Have a great rest of your night. Okay, this was one of the OCs I got. So this person's not a streamer, which is fine. I don't care. Raven. Likes leather, corvids, parkour, skinny jeans, pop punk, puns, snark, RPGs, comics, studying, and electronics. I mean, likes punk, that just makes me think dark type. Dislikes being told what to do, losing, sexism, laziness, old literature, being misgendered, crying, lying, or telling the truth. He's handsome. I like him. Yeah, like dark type is what comes to me. Maybe dark steel, because likes electronics. And these boots, these combat boots kind of look steel-toed. I don't know if that's the actual intention. I think I'm gonna go with just pure dark, though. Almost done. One more after this. Amen. The punk Pokemon. A dark type. This Pokemon loves to spend their company fellow punks and listen to the music of a Toxtricity. Occasionally, they can be seen doing parkour alongside. What Pokemon would be really into parkour? Other like little ninja Pokemon. Stuff like Greninja. Apom would. Art! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the orchard. Hello, hello, hello. We did you earlier. We're almost done. We only have one more person to go. You specifically. Let me find your Pokedex entry. You were a ghost type. Our thought process behind that was mostly due to, like, the bone shirt that you have. So you're the cryptid cat Pokemon, a ghost normal type. This Pokemon behaves much as a standard feline Pokemon would, with the notable exception that it doesn't seem to realize that most other cats can't walk through walls. The entire thought process was we just loved the idea of a house cat that has no idea that it's dead and like phases through walls and shit and like can possess stuff but just has no idea that that's not normal cat things. I'm glad you like it. Alright. One more, y'all, and then we're done. I love that. Oh, I'm glad! Yay! Cosmic Limbo. Oh, I love this design. Hiya! I'm an Eldritch Overseer who is just here to make sure everything is going kinda alright. Fair. Okay. So, multiple people named Cosmic, yeah. Cosmic is a cool bean. Definitely a psychic type, child of the stars. Kind of just sent here to make sure that we're not fucking up. I love the idea of this Pokemon that, like, has future knowledge and is just, like, here to make sure that we don't fuck up. Kind of like Absol, how Absol's whole thing is that they actually prevent disasters. Oh, what's Cosmic's Twitch? Is it Cosmic_Limbo? Are they a streamer? There we go. Yeah. I think psychic type, just trying to make sure that we're not fucking up. Maybe psychic flying because of the wings. Again, a lot of psychic types. You know what? We're gonna do primary No, I can't take good conscience to do primary flying this time. I was gonna do primary flying again, just to have a little less psychic types in the psychic row, but... the... Overseer. A psychic... flying type. A Pokemon said to be sent by Arceus to watch over humans and ensure that we are not disturbing the peace and well-being of the Pokemon world. Alright. That's it! That's all of them. We did it all. We didn't get a single poison type, which makes me kind of bummed out, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this kickoff for Pokemon for Palestine. I've got a lot of cool things still planned for the rest of this month and for November too, because we're going till the end of November for this event. Do you? Oh gosh, Arcanine, you're a dragon type. That was just me pissing you off. No, like, honestly, I'd probably, even though your design is a dragon, just so you're not the same type over and over again. Psychic does make sense, with you being a magic user. I could also see an argument for Fairy for that exact reason. Dragon D's nut! I fucking love that I can make that joke with Goblin D's nuts, and you can make that joke with Dragon D's nuts. I feel like that's what friendship is, truly. But I will post this list as well as everyone's Pokédex entries, either in its own like Blue Sky thread or just as replies to people's PNGs. Tomorrow, depending on stuff I get done, I'm hoping to maybe have a stream where I do some Next Fest demos earlier in the day, and if not, I'll be streaming later in the day with Arcanon. I think it sounds like we're probably just going to be doing some Archipelago stuff, doing more Spookapelago, which they started this weekend while I was gone. I'll be playing Luigi's Mansion, and then Turnip Boy commits tax evasion, because there's nothing scary to... Opti! Opti, no! Opti, I was just about to end. I'm just finishing up. Oh, thank you for the raid, Opti. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Trash! Oh no, guys. I'm just ending. I appreciate you both. Thank you. Thank you for the raids. Thank you. I've been going for like 4 hours. I just finished up. Oh, Chesh, you were on this list. Hang on. We put you as a dark and poison type, I think. Let me double check. I wrote everyone little Pokédex entries so I can read that out. That's okay. Do you real quick? I want to go to bed. Yeah, people could submit their PNGs and I gave them Pokemon typings. So Tresh, I wrote you a little Pokédex entry. So it's Tresh, the Eldritch Pokemon, a dark poison type. The glowing eyes that it possesses are said to be due to toxic radiation from its mischievous antics. Zag, I'd probably put you in fairy type because of like your celestial stuff and the fact that you're a shapeshifter, which just is kind of like chaos, tricksy. Maybe like fairy and I don't know if you'd be a dark type. I don't see that for you. Fairy for sure though. Also, let me shout you out. Wanted to shout you out too, Josh, before I finish up. Oh, that's too funny that you guys rated right as it was ending. But, as I was saying, tomorrow, yeah, I might do a stream in the day. Probably not my main. Does your sword collection put you in fighting? Sure. if that's what you want. There we go. But tomorrow, yeah, might do a stream during the day because I have the day off, but my main focus is trying to get the voting forms for the Shitty Small VTuber Awards done. So tonight's your last night to nominate. Tomorrow, everything will be closed up. I'll be making the voting forms. So if you haven't yet, do it now. Right this second. Because you don't have another chance. So that's going to be my project for tomorrow, is getting all the voting forms together and getting that up and done. But you will for sure see me in the evening playing Archipelago or doing something with Arcnon, whatever that something is. And then we'll probably be checking out Next Fest demos for the majority of the week. Not entirely sure yet. The schedule will be posted probably tomorrow, so just keep your eyes tuned. It'll be fun. It'll be good times. For now, we're gonna throw a raid over to someone. Let's see who's... Whoops, I forgot I had this open. This is what we decide Death's pre-evolution is. Let's throw a raid over to someone. What? What? How was the card game? It was so good, Arcnon. I'm addicted. You were right. I owe that to you. Guys, the game I recommended earlier, my card is better than your card, and that I was playing yesterday. So good. So much fun. Absolutely obsessed. Or not yesterday, Friday. It's so fun. It's very simple to learn, but also, like, there is strategy to it, which I really like. Okay. Who are we going to raid into? Let's see. Who is streaming at the moment? Lots of people. That's who. Let's raid into... Oh gosh, decisions are not my strong suit. Everyone's doing collabs. I don't like just reading one person in a collab. I feel bad for that. That's like a pet peeve of mine. Okay, let's raid into... Let's raid into Ray Demon. I feel like I haven't raided into Ray Demon in so long, so let's raid into Ray. Ray is such a sweetheart. Ray is currently celebrating 1,000 followers, apparently, which is extremely exciting. So we're gonna send some love over to Ray, doing a big, like, draw my life. Has been going for 9 hours, Jesus. So we're gonna send some love over there, because 1,000 followers is no small feat. Thank you guys for joining me. I will see you tomorrow for a likely archipelago with Arcanon. At the very least, something. See you guys then. Bye-bye!